We know now by fact that Pep Guardiola and City will win their second consecutive Champions League. You don't believe me? Remain on the channel. You will discover why in a second. Real Madrid, from their side, they are looking for a center back, a strong one, and they want him now, immediately. And this video will probably last longer as the minutes played by Renato Sanchez yesterday with Roma. My name is Giuseppe, it is Monday, and we have a lot of things to cover because we just watched a fantastic, beautiful football weekend with a lot of things that happened. If you didn't yet, please put a maximum of like on today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and share this channel with your families and friends that are loving as much football as you do, as I do. Because we start immediately with the flop of the weekend, the goal that you couldn't miss, the goal that nobody on earth should miss. Well, Berghuis, the striker of Ajax Amsterdam, he missed that. The goal that could have brought Ajax Amsterdam to a 3-1 lead at the end. Well, they concede a goal. It is 2-2 and they stop their remontada. There is a team in Eredivisie that is not willing to hear stop. Well, it is PSV. Yesterday, again, 4-0 for them. 48 points out of 48. And they can now focus on the draw of Champions League. A draw that saw them earlier this afternoon. Well, they will have to face Borussia Dortmund, the yellow wall. Other interesting games? Well, not that much, to be honest. In that round of 16, maybe Napoli, Barcelona, where we don't know. According to a lot of people on social media, Napoli will go through. I want your opinion, your comment. Who will go through in that huge big game of round of 16? Inter, Atletico Madrid, Leipzig, Real Madrid, and then we have Lazio against Bayern that should go through without a lot of difficulties. In Europa League, well, there are some playoffs to play. Milan will play against Rennes. Milan, they want to go and win it, like Ibrahimovic said a few days ago. Feyenoord will play against Roma, and then we have Shakhtar that will play against Marseille. On the other side, the little competition that is called Conference League, the green one, will see some beautiful games like Union that will play against Eintracht Frankfurt. Ajax will have to defend their competition. They want to play Europa League next year, and if it's difficult to do it through Eredivisie, they will try to do it in the Conference League playing against Bode. We go to Premier League. What a weekend. If a few days ago we were speaking about the very first time this season Liverpool being on top, well, the Reds, they lost the top because it's Arsenal that is back on top of that Premier League. They won their game against the team of De Zerbi 2-0 with a really beautiful Kai Havertz that scored as many goals in his last 7 matches for Arsenal as he had in previous 40 games combined. 4. Found his shooting boots at the Emirates. We are seeing again the Kai Havertz that was delivering magnificent, really beautiful football in Bundesliga. Fabrizio Romano is speaking about Aston Villa, the team that is surprising all of us because they continue to win. Also this weekend, 2-1 victory for the team of Unai Emery. They are there on top of every single record. Why? Because it's their 25th win in Premier League in 2023. It's their best score in a calendar year in their entire history. It's 81 points, which is amazing, which is fantastic. There is only one team that did better as the team of Unai Emery, and it is Manchester City. Manchester City that was not able to win this weekend. We have an old picture of Pep Guardiola that was crying. He was crying because he won the Champions League, but on the other side, was he also crying because he knew that he was in difficulty this season, 23-24 in Premier League? Or maybe crying because he knows that he will play against Copenhagen. And when I told you in the intro that we are sure that City and Guardiola will win the Champions League, it's because of that curious fact. Pep Guardiola, every single time that he faced Copenhagen in Champions League with whatever team, with Barcelona and City, he's sure that he's winning the Champions League. He did it in 2011 with Barca. He did it last year. And do you remember that game? 5-0. Well, he has the opportunity to do it again. I told you, they will win their Champions League and there is nothing that we can do about it. On the other side, there were other games in Premier League that were quite interesting. Liverpool, Manchester United, the game that we were all expecting, that we were all watching, and at the end that we all said the same thing. What a boring 0-0. Even if Liverpool was absolutely dominating the game, well, they were not able to win against the team of Ten Hag. 0-0, and it's actually the team of Ten Hag that was for the very first time able to not let Liverpool score in their home for 23-24 season. Sunsport is speaking about that huge controversy because Van Dijk He said something in press conference, in post-game press conference, that Roy Keane didn't accept. What did he say, Virgil? He said that there was only one team that was trying to win, and the other side, Manchester United, was buzzing with a point. Arrogance, that's how Roy Keane was describing him, because he said he needs to be reminded that he's playing for a club that won only one time the title in the last 30 years. If it's true that they were dominant in the game, well, we saw not that much of Mo Salah. You remember Manchester City, the team that he prefers in the Premier League to score against? 0 goal for him, even if they tried. They really tried. But there was Onana, the goalkeeper that has been deservedly criticized a lot this season. He was able to save 34 shots from Liverpool. Incredible, crazy. I believe that yesterday he was a main factor in that draw of Manchester United. If we go from the Premier League to La Liga, well, what a day in La Liga yesterday. We are still waiting for Girona that will play this evening, and they will maybe be able again to go over, to overtake Real Madrid. Yesterday, some smiles, some tears for Real, because we saw a huge injury. Alaba, another ACL, another injury, and a huge one for Real Madrid, because David Alaba has to say goodbye to this season. It is already over, the third ACL injury for Real Madrid after Courtois and Militao. And if we go without the ACL, it's already a total of 20 huge injuries for Real Madrid this season. We speak about Courtois, Militao, Vinicius Junior, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Alaba, a lot of top players that are not there anymore. As we said, some tears, but also some smiles, muchas sonrisas y algún lágrima is the title of us. Why? Because at the end, they were able to beat Villarreal 4-1 with a fantastic goal of Brahim. Brahim that is taking step by step the applauses from the Santiago Bernabeu. Another one that is receiving not only applauses but standing ovation. We are speaking about Jude Bellingham. 20 games, 17 goals and 5 assists. Yesterday he was able again to score so that they could give the victory to Real Madrid. But Ancelotti is not happy with all these injuries, and he's asking for a center back, and he wants one that is able to perform immediately and to give guarantees after that Alaba was injured. Who will come? Will it be Dragujin, the Romanian player that is playing in Serie A with Genoa? Probably not, because a lot of clubs are knocking on the door of the small club of Italy that was able to resist to the attacks of Juve, because they did 1-1. Well, Genoa is saying no to all the clubs, and they even refused 30 million euro. So Draguzin will probably not be the center back that Ancelotti is asking for. If we go from Real Madrid to Barcelona, well, yesterday Guillamon scored a really beauty. A beauty that obliged a team of Xavi to do only 1-1. And if the game against Valencia could have been a test, or maybe the last game of Xavi with Barca, no, the management and the players, they are all backing their coach. Sport is speaking about solutions for Barcelona. Dos soluciones para Xavi. They are speaking about 2 players, Vitor Roque and Marc Guiu, 2 players that could possibly give them even more offensive power. Well, Mundo Deportivo is going all in. Fe and Vitor Roque. We have faith in Vitor Roque, the 18 years old player that is playing in Brazil, with Barca president Laporte that said we are planning with Vitor Roque's arrival at the end of December or beginning of January. We want Vitor here ASAP. Deco, ex-player of Barcelona, told him that he's an excellent talent and that we can accept a lot of him, a lot of support. That's what he said to Mundo Deportivo. This evening I told you, Girona, will they be able to overtake the giants of La Liga? I'm really curious to see. There was one team that yesterday couldn't close the league, and we are speaking about Paris Saint-Germain, because in the last minute there was Jonathan David that was able with Lille to equalize. It is not over in Ligue after the defeat of Nice. It's only a +5 and not a +7 for PSG, with a fantastic player. Not only Jonathan David, but yesterday an exceptional game of Zegrova, that was even hugged by Mbappe. What a player. What a game. The 24 years old yesterday, he was dribbling not once, not twice, but I believe 15 times the player of PSG. What a performance of that kid. Gazzetta dello Sport is speaking about Serie A with l'Inter che se ne va, because yesterday Inter beating Lazio Lazio 2-0. They go now at +4 over Juve, with a lot of Italian media and fans that are saying it is already over because Inter is solid. They are strong. They were unbeaten since September. They won 3-0 against the champions Napoli, and the top scorer of Serie A is Lautaro Martinez, that is on fire with 15 goals, 29 in the year 2023. We have to pay attention to the Nerazzurri. On the other side, yes, it's true that first goal came from a crazy gift, because we were speaking about the mistake of Berjas. Well, yesterday Marusic did maybe even worse with that retro pass, that back pass to the goalkeeper. He didn't even pay attention that Lautaro was there. He was there to receive that Christmas gift before the 24th of December. Corriere dello Sport is speaking about Bologna, the surprise. Like Aston Villa, like Girona, Bologna is surprising everyone in Serie A because they are now fourth. They are in the top 4, which would secure them next year to participate to the Champions League full time 2-0. They were able to beat the team of Jose Mourinho. The student Thiago Motta, that was a player of Jose, was able to beat him. Bologna is surprising everyone. And when I told you that that video would probably be longer as the minutes played by Renato Sanchez yesterday, he entered at the 46th minute in the second half. 18 minutes later, he was subbed out. And yes, it's true, Jose Mourinho, after the game, he apologized to Renato Sanchez, saying that in his entire career, he did it only 3 or 4 times. Well, Renato Sanchez was absolutely in shock. We have some beautiful images from inside the San Siro with a fantastic, beautiful Milan yesterday that was able to beat 3-0 the team of Galliani, ex-president of Milan. What a fantastic picture. That's why, this is the reason why San Siro should keep hosting the games of Inter and Milan. We have a Milan that is back, but also probably the strongest duo of last year of Napoli. We're speaking about Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen, that yesterday were devastating, especially with their number 9, an assist, dribbling all the defense of Cagliari. What an assist. A beautiful goal also of Kvaratskhelia. The team of the new coach Mazzarri is back, and they will probably surprise Barcelona in Champions League. Another one that it's difficult to surprise, well, it is in Champions League, Xabi Alonso, that won again. He's winning, and not only the stats are increasing with the number of unbeaten games, but also the games that he's actually scoring more than 3 goals. 16 out of 24 games, he was able to score more than 3 goals. Another one that is banging goal, well, it is Harry Kane. It's already his 20th Bundesliga goal in only 14 games. What a guy. What a striker. He's on fire, even if they are at -4 of that surprising Leverkusen of Xabi Alonso. They have 1 game to recuperate. It is a suspense, it is a thriller in Bundesliga, like it is a thriller in Premier League. Let me know which fact of the weekend was the most attractive for you, which one surprised you the most, and what was the biggest flop. Was it the back pass of Marusic? Was it the missed goal of Berghuis? Let me know in the comment. Maximum of like. Thank you. We covered the weekend football.